am very excited for today's episode of building San Almendro, because we're giving our little Minecraft city its very own baseball stadium. By the end of this video, we will have a fully functional professional baseball stadium fit for a beautiful city like this one. And we're going to be building it right here at the tip of this peninsula, which I think is a very, very fitting spot. And without further ado, let's hop right into this waterfront stadium build. I hope you enjoy. And here we are getting started with this beautiful plot of land here. It's going to turn into an amazing baseball stadium by the end of this video, like I said. And we are already getting started with the actual diamond itself, but it's not an actual diamond. This is a very irregular shape, as you can see. For whatever reason, MLB professional baseball stadiums, their fields are like not uniform. They're not all the same. They're kind of arranged differently for whatever reason. So this is what our shape of our little baseball field is, just to give us a little of a unique touch here. So it turns out nice. It's a really nice little unique thing that was done by King Salmon, and he's doing those little field decals here while I am working on the grandstands in the background, the lower 100 level, so all the seating and all that stuff. So you have two things to look at. If you don't want to look at one thing, just go to the other thing. It's like Subway Surfers. Put your Subway Surfers away, because we have two things to look at already right here. If you look closely, it's kind of far away right now, but there are the dugouts getting put in. So we're going to have one dugout right there, and then obviously it's going to copy it over onto the other side. And before we get too far into this, we do have a team name and the team colors, because we did need the team colors so we could decorate the stadium accordingly. And the team that is going to be playing here is the San Almendro Phantoms. And if you are a part of my Instagram page or on my Discord server, you might have remembered we did have a big vote to see what the best name for our baseball team was going to be. There were like 30 different names that all got narrowed down into what ended up being the winner, which was the Phantoms. So this is the official baseball team of San Almendro, the San Almendro Phantoms, and our colors are it's purple, it's a dark blue-ish white, it's like a mystical sort of, a ghoulish type of a vibe. So the purples and then the like dark prismarine navy colors. You'll see it as we start decorating the interiors of the stadium and then adding signs and stuff. We're gonna get some purple signs and stuff like that. But just a little heads up for the lore aspect here. But back into the build here real quick. We are quickly coming and finishing up the basic shape of the stands here, at least for the inside field area. You can see we got three big chunky levels here, a bunch of seating, and then there are some awesome views of the bay, which is facing outwards right now. It's a really nice, it's a really cool look to view, especially with distant horizons. It's an awesome look. I'm really happy with the way this thing turns out. Here we are getting a little cover on the top here, and then setting up the lights, which we'll detail further in a little bit. But now we're going to come around the other side of the stadium, and this is the exterior, or at least what the exterior is going to look like. So it's kind of like this modern-ish style vibe. I took inspiration here from... It was Target Field in Minnesota, home of the Minnesota Twins. Mainly with the modern style vibe, but also with the colors here. I went with the jungle planks and the stripped jungle wood to get this sort of tannish exterior color, which is similar to what the Target Field looks like. I just really vibed with the Target Field, the exterior of it. So I did take some inspiration from that. And then also, I guess while we're talking about the stadiums in real life, I did also take inspiration, not just me and King Salmon, who helped out with this build. We both took inspiration from, obviously, Oracle Park, which is the baseball stadium in San Francisco, which a lot of our city is based on, but especially here with the sort of waterfront view. So we took a lot of inspiration from Oracle Park, and then also PNC Park, which is in Pittsburgh, which also has a sort of view of the river that it sits on, but also the city's skyline, which is really cool. And then it also has this sort of river walk thing along the outfield, lined with trees and stuff like that. And then you'll see the inspiration take shape here in a bit with that when we add a nice little outfield sort of walkway with trees and greenery. It's going to look super cute. But we are coming out to the front here. Anyways, I mean, we've been out in the front working on these front plazas and stuff like that, adding a bunch of greenery and some big open spaces. I did some experimenting here, and I like these sort of patterns and these blobs with this terracotta and the jungle wood on the ground here. That does end up staying and being a theme for the stadium all around, but I just took it away for a little bit there. But now we're working on the outfield here, in this outfield seating area, and then a big old fat screen right there so you can see the score of the game. And yeah, you can see out behind the stadium there's just water and water and water. It's a lot of water back there, and I'll show you a view with distant horizons in a bit when we're done. It's a really cool look. But here is the start of that little walkway behind the outfield that I was talking about earlier. So we're going to have a nice little walkway up here. It's like a 2-level walkway. The one on the higher level is for the people with tickets inside the actual stadium property. And then there's going to be a second little walkway that you're going to see below that. It's going to be like more of a public walkway for like if you want to walk along the docks and stuff like that, and like look at boats. So that one that I'm building right now, that's going to be like a public one connected to you know, the docks and stuff like that. And then the other parts are going to be private, and you need a ticket to be in there. So yeah, there's that. But now we're coming on to the inside and working on a little main concourse here. So this is the main level. It is dark right now. It will get a little bit lighter in a moment or two. Okay, there we go, beautiful. So we have some light in here, and then these are just some basic stands and you know, support beams and a bunch of, you know, industrial stuff, columns, and we're gonna get some air conditioning stuff and some like scaffolding walkways hanging up above. And then you can see the start of the colors here. You can see those purple banners hanging along the pillars right there. So that's sort of just the phantom vibe, just to get the purple vibe going all around the stadium. So there's that, and then this is a sort of little patio club hangout area where you can get some food and look at views of the bay and the city, and just hang out here. This is like a outdoor food cart stall area. We're gonna get some trees and stuff, and this is a really cute little area at the end. I'm really happy with how this part turned out. It's really nice. Trees make everything better, and we're gonna get some trees there, and we're also gonna get some trees right here. You'll see detailing the little walkway area. There we go. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so nice. Big shrubbery all over the place. You love it. You love to see it. You just love to see it. And yeah, and then we're gonna add some flagpoles right there. You can see I just added 3, and then there is a little green spot right there, if you look closely, that I added for like if you want to sit down, bring like a towel, and like have a little picnic and sit on the grass and watch the baseball game. I've seen that in a few baseball stadiums, so I definitely wanted to incorporate that here, and I think it's a nice little touch. Here's a little quick shot of me detailing the lights. That's just a really quick shot there. And then here is a little club level section here, just like an exterior seating area if you want to like hang out and vibe. This might be like a place where you drink a beer and, you know, hang out before the game starts. It's really nice, cute little area here. And then this is the, I guess, like the club level, the second level of the stadium, a little more fancy than the main concourse. It's got some little seats there, and then some more fancy shop fronts like that. Nothing too crazy there. And then here's another little bar hangout area. But we are coming to near the end of this video. We're going to go into a quick live section so we can look at what we all built. But that is going to be close to the end of this time lapse. We are going to detail the scoreboard, as you can see right here, and this is the logo that I made in pixel art form right there, just sitting on the screen there. And then I added some nice little details that looked weird, so I changed that. We got these nice little lines here, and then I added some lights there above the scoreboard, adding the little advertisements, and then carving out a little area for some bullpens. And then I'm going to add some flags right there, and then we're going to finish off with some boats right here. And let's go into the live section now. Alright, so I mainly wanted to do this live section so I can show you guys what the views are in distant horizons. So let me hop over here into the grandstands here, and let me look up at the bay, and you can see the beautiful views that I was referring to. We got nice open vistas to the water, and on the other side you can see the land that will eventually be more city, but for now it's just land. And it looks really nice. It's a beautiful view. I love it. I'm so happy with how this stadium turned out. It looks so nice. You can see the scoreboard. You can see all the cute little clubs and patios and everything. And you can see the awesome field, of course. And let's get a fly back and take a look-see-do at all of this stuff right here. A little final detail work needs to be done on the roofs and stuff like that. And this little plaza over here is going to be worked on quite a bit more. But that is a baseball stadium if I've ever seen one, gang. And I am so happy with how this thing turned out. And then also, if you didn't see at the very end, we have a nice little area for kayakers who sit here and wait for a home run to be hit. And then they catch it in the water. That's how they do it in San Francisco. So I thought that would be a cool little thing to add here. So you got that little area. And yeah, this is pretty much all that we have for today's episode, which is a pretty big episode if you ask me. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into some awesome little cinematics for you guys. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching this video. This is a really fun one to make. And before we end here, I do want to give a quick thank you to all of my patrons. Thank you guys so much for your support. You guys are the best. And a big thank you to my $10 supporters, Local Nerd, Voe, Walker Army, and Exotic Sponge. Thank you guys so much for the support. Stay tuned for the next video on my channel, guys. And until then, goodbye!